Massive dragon fossil. Discovered in China. Archaeologists left shocked. Welcome to the 10 Minutes Discovery Channel. Dear friends, China, with its rich history and diverse culture, has always been a hotspot for groundbreaking archaeological discoveries. From mysterious underground tombs to ancient relics that preserve the traces of long-lost civilizations, every archaeological find in this country unveils new stories about the past and sheds light on age-old mysteries. Among the astonishing discoveries, some have stunned scientists and the global public due to their strange nature and uniqueness, like the discovery of a giant dragon fossil, a mummified corpse from the Qing Dynasty, the mystery of the ancient lamps that never extinguished beneath the tomb of Qin Shi Huang, and the perfectly preserved 1,000-year-old mummies that send chills down anyone's spine. Additionally, countless other mysteries await exploration. So, what other secrets does China hold? What have archaeologists discovered here? Let's dive in and explore right now. Giant dragon fossil. Since ancient times, dragons have been a mysterious symbol in many cultures, often described as large, powerful creatures with magical abilities. However, many people believe that dragons are merely products of vivid imagination, woven into fairy tales and legends. In 1996, a shocking discovery occurred in the Miao Autonomous County of Anshun, Guizhou Province, China. Archaeologists unearthed a complete fossilized skeleton of a dragon, completely changing the perception of this mythical creature. The 7.6-meter-long fossil features distinct characteristics, including sharp horns and a prominent, upturned snout, resembling descriptions found in folklore. The dragon's head shape is nearly triangular, with elongated jawlines, offering a realistic image of a mythical being that once existed. The two sharp horns curve gently from the top of the head, creating stunning symmetry that perfectly matches traditional depictions of dragons. This marks the first time a dragon skeleton with horns has been discovered, raising intriguing questions about the origins and existence of this legendary creature. This finding not only holds significant scientific value, but also helps researchers explore the connections between ancient beings and the myths humans have created. The fossil is currently on display at the Ancient Fossil Life Museum in Anshun, attracting numerous visitors and researchers. It can be said that the legacy of this dragon skeleton offers not just clues about a creature that seemed to belong solely in fiction, but also sparks curiosity and exploration of the wonders of the natural world that we have yet to fully understand. Did dragons truly exist, or are they just a part of a mysterious past waiting to be unraveled? It's a difficult question to answer. The 4,000-year-old princess mummy still exudes charm. The Xinjiang Autonomous Region of China is part of the Silk Road, where Eastern and Western cultures intersect. For centuries, this area has served as a bridge between Asian and European civilizations. Over the years, archaeologists have discovered hundreds of naturally preserved mummies, thanks to the dry desert air. What has been preserved for thousands of years continues to astonish the archaeological community. One of the most studied sites is the Shaohe Cemetery. This area first came to global attention in 1934 when Swedish archaeologist Bergman ventured to Lop Nur, Xinjiang, for an investigation. After days of searching, Bergman discovered the mysterious cemetery filled with numerous coffins. However, no significant excavation occurred afterward, and the Shaohe Cemetery sank back into the desert sands. It wasn't until 2000 that archaeologists from the Xinjiang Institute of Cultural Relics and Archaeology began a search in the Lop Nur Desert. With the help of satellite positioning systems, they rediscovered this buried cemetery. In 2003, archaeologists officially launched a comprehensive excavation at Shaohe, revealing secrets hidden for 4,000 years. The cemetery is quite large, and scientists estimate it dates back approximately 3,500 to 4,000 years, corresponding to the Xia and Qing Dynasties. A total of 167 graves were unearthed, the most famous being that of the Xinjiang princess, also known as the Shaohe princess. When her tomb was excavated, all the archaeologists were stunned by the incredible preservation of the mummy. She wore a white cap, and her hair was carefully maintained. Her face showed no signs of damage, with deep eye sockets, long thick eyelashes, and a high nose. The beauty of this princess appeared intact, with even the contours of her painted lips still visible, as if she were smiling. Around her neck was a red cord necklace adorned with beads, and her hands wore a tubular jade bracelet. Her body was wrapped in a large white woolen cloak, draped from right to left, with 2 wooden pins and 2 short red willow sticks on the right side of the cloak. Remarkably, this princess also wore a pair of leather boots. After the archaeologists opened the cloak, they discovered that the body of the Zhaohe princess was covered in a white substance, believed to be a compound made from dairy products, which helped preserve her remains. The coffin containing the mummy was boat-shaped, tightly wrapped in cowhide, and buried deep under the sand. Inside the coffin, a small amount of cheese was found, likely preserved due to the dry and hot climate of the desert. Experts speculate that this could have been food placed with the deceased, suggesting a belief in reincarnation at that time. Based on what was gathered from the tomb, scientists believe the owner of the mummy was a beautiful person of high status in society, which is why they named her the Zhaohe princess to connect her with the site. Further analysis, including DNA testing, revealed that this princess was a blend of both Asian and European ancestry, surprising many. Archaeologists have since used graphic software to restore her appearance, creating a portrait that captivates viewers with its modern beauty. However, many believe that when she was alive, she might have been even more beautiful than the portrayal suggests. The 600-year-old unspoiled body. In the 1980s, while tending to crops in Hunan Province, China, locals accidentally discovered an ancient tomb. This finding quickly drew attention, and a team of archaeologists was soon called to the scene. As they began excavation, the results astonished them. 2 bodies were buried together, but while one had completely decomposed, the other remained remarkably intact. With the help of laboratory analysis, the archaeologists determined that the 2 bodies belonged to a couple from the Qin Dynasty, approximately 600 years ago. However, the mystery arose as to how the husband's body could be so well preserved. To answer this question, a study was conducted, revealing that ancient methods involved injecting large amounts of heavy metals into the body to prevent decomposition. This technique not only showcased the ingenuity of the ancients, but also reflected their understanding of preservation methods, allowing them to transition into the afterlife intact. Ancient Chinese culture believed that death was not an end, but a transition to another life. Therefore, they employed various techniques to preserve bodies, ensuring that the deceased could continue to exist in the spirit world. In addition to heavy metal injections, archaeologists discovered that other preservation methods included using disinfectants and even a cooling technique involving submerging the body in ice to prevent bacterial growth and prolong the integrity of the remains. This discovery not only provides insight into ancient burial practices, but also expands our understanding of body preservation techniques in Chinese history, a place considered the cradle of ancient civilization. The millennia-old body of Master Huineng. According to folklore, enlightened monks whose bodies do not decompose after death are referred to as bodhisattva bodies. Master Huineng, a prominent figure from the Qing Dynasty, is considered the first such bodhisattva body recorded in Chinese history, and is still venerated at Nanhua Temple in Shaoguan, Guangdong Province, China. It is said that when he was born in 640, 2 monks named him Huineng. His father passed away early, so as he grew up, Huineng had to sell firewood to support his mother. One day, while selling firewood in the street, he overheard someone reciting the Diamond Sutra. Despite not having any formal education and being illiterate, he understood its meaning. Recognizing his connection to Buddhism, Huineng bid farewell to his mother and embarked on a challenging path of spiritual cultivation. In 713, after becoming the 6th patriarch, Huineng gathered his disciples to say his final goodbyes before ascending to heaven. At that moment, a fragrant aroma filled the temple, a radiant light appeared, and the trees turned white, while the animals cried out mournfully. Since then, for over 1,000 years, he has remained seated as he was at the time of his passing. Despite the hot and humid climate of Guangdong, Master Huineng's physical body has not decomposed or withered. Instead, it appears vibrant, calm, and serene. This phenomenon has left scientists baffled. Even during the Cultural Revolution, the Red Guards sought to eradicate all vestiges of traditional values, culture, and ancient beliefs in China. They used sledgehammers to destroy temples and churches, including creating a small hole in the chest of Master Huineng's body to see if it was artificially constructed. However, they found that his internal organs were still intact, leaving them terrified and immediately begging for mercy. Truly, the teachings of Buddhism are remarkable, aren't they? The corpse of a Qing Dynasty zombie. In 2005, a shocking discovery occurred in the Nanchang area of Sichuan province when archaeologists unearthed two unique stone coffins. While one coffin had been opened, revealing an intact corpse along with burial objects, the other had been robbed, leaving only traces of mysterious tampering. Notably, both coffins were made of stone, a stark contrast to the wooden coffins typically used during that period, marking this as the first stone coffin discovery in Sichuan. Upon examination, archaeologists were astonished to find the corpse in the first coffin remarkably well preserved, despite being over 100 years old. The internal organs remained intact, the skin retained elasticity, and hair had not decomposed. Most peculiarly, the body was tightly wrapped in cloth, as if bound to prevent movement. Surrounding the corpse was a thick layer of glutinous rice, with a yellow talisman affixed to its forehead, evoking images of the Jiangshi, hopping vampire, often depicted in popular media. This discovery not only astonished researchers, but also raised profound questions about the culture and beliefs of ancient people. Elements such as the wrapping, rice covering, and talisman suggest a belief system related to protecting the soul or the concept of reincarnation. At that time, this corpse was likened to a treasure, akin to the ancient Egyptian mummies, contributing to a deeper understanding of the mysterious customs of ancient cultures. Could this be a remnant of a lost civilization, or merely a part of yet-to-be-explored thrilling tales? If you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments below. The eternal flame of the Qin Dynasty. Qin Shi Huang was the emperor who founded the Qin Dynasty, the first unified dynasty in Chinese history. He strongly believed in an eternal life after death, so he meticulously prepared for his existence in the afterlife. From the moment he ascended to the throne, he began constructing his tomb in 246 BC. According to historical records, the construction of Qin Shi Huang's tomb took 38 years, employing over 700,000 workers and skilled craftsmen. The tomb of this powerful emperor is famous for its many inexplicable mysteries, such as the 8,000 headless terracotta warriors and the toxic Mercury River. However, that is not all. Inside the tomb, there are lamps known as eternal lights. When discovered, archaeologists were astonished to find that these lamps continued to burn brightly, as if they had never extinguished over the millennia, despite being in a dark, damp environment underground for thousands of years. These radiant lamps were said to guard the emperor's eternal slumber. Initially, they were considered mere legends with no basis in reality, but over time, numerous pieces of evidence have emerged indicating that this everlasting light does exist. Their presence in ancient tombs adds a mystical and spiritual dimension to them. A long-standing hypothesis suggests that these everlasting lamps were fueled by a special substance, whale oil, rather than conventional wax candles. Ancient Chinese texts indicate that whale oil was used for lighting due to its remarkable durability. Additionally, the lamps were designed in such a way that the flowing whale oil would drip back into a reservoir, allowing for endless reuse. If we say that this discovery highlights one of the most significant aspects of ancient civilization, the desire for immortality and the aspiration for eternal life after death, it would not be an exaggeration. The 4,100-year-old mass grave. In northeast China, near Heilongjiang province, a shocking archaeological discovery captured researchers' attention in the 1990s. This mass grave, estimated to be around 4,100 years old, is located within the Huineng archaeological site. Here, archaeologists unearthed dozens of skeletal remains of women and children, notably all of whom were decapitated. This unprecedented finding sent chills through many observers. Theories regarding this brutality emerged immediately. Some researchers suggested it might signify a religious ritual, while others speculated it reflected a conflict between tribes during the Neolithic period. Of the 68 skeletons discovered, 41 were missing their heads, and although some skulls were found nearby, the majority of the skeletons lacked heads. Current analysis indicates that these remains primarily belonged to women and children, likely victims of an attack from a rival tribe. Some theories propose that this tribe was assaulted while the men were away from the camp. Notably, 32 skeletons in the mass grave showed signs of brutal torture, suggesting they were killed during a raid. It's likely that after the attack, the men buried the victims in separate niches before permanently leaving the area. This discovery has not only intrigued anthropologists, but also raised questions about violence among ancient tribes. Some hypotheses suggest that decapitation may have been related to religious rituals, where the victors aimed to absorb the enemy's soul to gain power. The Honghe tribe, around 4,100 years ago, was believed to be a community of hunter-fishers with defensive structures surrounding their settlement. Ongoing research aims to clarify the true cause of this brutality, though many theories remain speculative. Nevertheless, the discovery of this mass grave serves as a chilling reminder of the mysteries and fears that haunt humanity's past. 150 Ancient Tombs Beneath the Zoo. In 1956, when a zoo was built in Guangdong Province, no one could have imagined that this event would open a new chapter for archaeology in China. Over the decades of research, archaeologists have discovered approximately 500 ancient tombs in the area, providing valuable insights into the country's rich cultural history. In early 2024, the Guangzhou Institute of Cultural Heritage and Archaeology conducted excavations, uncovering 148 tombs from the Han, Tang, Jin, Southern Song, and Ming dynasties. Each tomb carries its own story through time. Archaeologists have unearthed nearly 200 artifacts, ranging from exquisite jade objects to intricately designed ceramics, highlighting the evolution of burial customs and beliefs of ancient peoples. With an excavation area spanning 300 square meters, this project not only holds archaeological significance, but also paints a vivid picture of the region's culture and history. Notably, one of the most prominent tombs, dating back over 1,700 years to the Eastern Jin period, measures nearly 10 meters long and is remarkably well preserved, despite a small hole caused by tomb raiders. This tomb is considered the largest and best preserved from the Eastern Jin period, discovered in Guangzhou. Additionally, another tomb from the Southern dynasties, although previously disturbed, still retains many valuable artifacts. This discovery holds great significance for studying burial customs and funeral practices of ancient Guangzhou. Cheng Hao, a researcher from the Guangzhou Institute of Cultural Heritage and Archaeology, stated, "This finding is also important for researching architectural construction techniques from the Jin and Southern dynasties. Researchers are currently working to understand the burial traditions and social structures of ancient China, hoping to uncover new information about burial practices across different dynasties." Furthermore, the Guangzhou Institute of Cultural Heritage and Archaeology has developed public tours, allowing people to experience and learn about this valuable cultural heritage. If you have the chance, be sure to visit and explore. The world's oldest pants. In May 2020, a remarkable discovery occurred in the arid desert region of the Western Tarim Basin, China, when archaeologists unearthed an ancient pair of pants that had been buried for about 3,000 years. This desert is renowned for its harsh climate and unusual natural mummies, leading to a rare and valuable discovery of ancient textile techniques. The pants found in the Yanghai Cemetery are one of the few examples of nearly intact ancient clothing. Archaeologists, including Maike Wagner from the German Archaeological Institute in Berlin, studied these pants and determined they belonged to a man known as the Turfan Man. Along with around 500 other skeletons excavated from the cemetery, this find plays a crucial role in researching ancient cultures in the region. The pants feature a long tubular design made from twill fabric complex, an advanced weaving technique for that time. There are no cuts on the fabric, indicating that the pants were woven to fit the wearer. Experts believe that this twill technique was performed using a loom, creating parallel diagonal patterns, significant achievement in ancient textile production. This discovery illustrates the progress and creativity in fabric technology of ancient civilizations. In addition to the pants, the grave of the Turfan Man contained many other artifacts, including a belted cloak, braided straps to secure the pants below the knees, soft leather boots reaching the ankles, a woolen headband adorned with copper and shell, leather reins, and an axe. These items suggest that the grave's owner was a mounted warrior, highlighting the role and importance of warriors in ancient society. Experts assert that the pants are not only evidence of advanced weaving techniques, but also reflect cultural exchanges between different civilizations across the Eurasian region. The clever combination of weaving and decorative techniques demonstrates the influences and cultural interactions from various areas, proving that sewing and weaving methods were developed and spread widely thousands of years ago. This discovery not only helps us understand ancient clothing better, but also opens the door to exploring the rich cultures that existed in the past. 2,000-year-old sword. Recently, a groundbreaking archaeological discovery was made in Huineng province, China, where archaeologists unearthed a bronze sword from a 2,000-year-old tomb. However, not all the tombs retained their integrity. Most had been looted, leaving only 5 sites intact. In addition to the rare sword, archaeologists also discovered numerous ceramics, including bowls, plates, and jars, along with other bronze artifacts such as 2 spears and a dagger. These findings not only showcase the exquisite craftsmanship of ancient peoples, but also provide a glimpse into the culture and burial customs of that era. The sword is believed to belong to the occupant of the tomb and was buried with them at the time of their death. However, the identity and status of this individual remain a mystery. The excavation of the burial site, along with its accompanying artifacts, will provide valuable evidence for the study of cultural practices and burial customs in China during the Warring States and Eastern Han periods. Notably, this bronze sword highlights a significant archaeological heritage, as the oldest bronze object ever found in China is a sword dating back approximately 5,000 years, excavated from the Majiayao culture in Gansu province. Discoveries like this help researchers gain a deeper understanding of Chinese history and culture, while also opening up opportunities for exploration enthusiasts and history lovers to uncover the mysteries of the past. Dear friends, our exploration of the mystery surrounding the 2,000-year-old sword has come to an end for today. Which discovery impressed you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give our channel a like and subscribe. For now, goodbye and see you next time.